Hello everybody and welcome back to JoEnglish. Today we have another episode of Only English, episode number 9. But before we start, I need to say thank you because we have reached 6,000 subscribers on the channel, which I think is incredible. 6,000. So thank you so much for supporting me and for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Okay, thank you very much. So, on Only English today, I'm going to give you my guide to Britain. The best places to visit if you go to Britain. This is not necessarily a tourist guide because the places I have chosen are not all the most touristy places, okay? I could have chosen London or Oxford, Cambridge, etc., but I have decided not to talk about those places. Not because they are not fantastic, because they are incredible places. But I think lots of people already know about them. So today I'm going to talk about 5 places which I think you must visit when coming to Britain. Now, this is just my opinion, the places I have chosen. If you don't agree, no problem. Let me know in the comments. Where do you think is one of the best places to go to in Britain? Where have you visited that you think is beautiful? Let me know or tell me if you agree with me or if you disagree with me. Okay? Before I start my list, I want to tell you about a fantastic website. It is called visitbritain.com and it is the official site of the British Tourist Board, and it really is incredible. It's not only good because it talks about literally all the places to visit in Britain, giving you really good advice and tips on how to travel to these places and how to travel in general around Britain. But the website itself is excellent for language learners. The vocabulary that they use is excellent, really good descriptive language. And also, there's not lots and lots of text to read. There is just enough information, but also there are fantastic photos and lots of visual aids to help you. So I would like to show you this website before I start telling you about the places to visit, because it really is a good way to learn English. If you are going to England or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so this is the website here, visitbritain.com. And on the website, there is so much to see and do. For example, you can pick any place that you want. You can pick here from the list, or you can explore all destinations. And here there is a long list of everywhere. So the southwest of England, all the places to visit here. Central England again, everywhere. Scotland, all the places. So let's have a look at Edinburgh, for example. Now here, they've got some beautiful photos, but it also, and this is the same for every place, it has the city and then at a glance. At a glance means just the most important information about that city. And again, there's not lots to read, but you can really understand the place in just a couple of minutes. And then you can scroll down and you can have a look at the best free things to do in Edinburgh, or the festivals, or things to do in general. So there's always lots and lots of information here. The other thing is they've got practical information here, and that might talk about accommodation. Here we are, so accommodation, getting to Britain, getting around Britain. So this is when you are in Britain, how to travel around. You've got by coach, by train, by car, travelling in British cities. And it's got information on money, health and personal security, practical information about pharmacies, mobile phones, everything. So this really is a good website to have a look at. And like I said, the language for you to learn English is superb. Okay, so you can see why I recommend this site. Go and have a look and explore Britain, okay? Now, let's start my top 5 places to visit in Britain. Now, these are not in any particular order, okay? But let's start with Pembrokeshire. In my opinion, Pembrokeshire is one of the most beautiful parts of Britain. It is incredible. It is a county in Wales, in the southwest of Wales. And there is a national coastal path. And you can actually walk along the whole coastal path. And I believe it's about 180 miles of proper paths along the cliff tops. I have done some of it, not all of it, and the views are just to die for. They really are incredible. So this is one place you must go. The only problem with Pembrokeshire is it's quite difficult to get to. Obviously, if you fly into London, it's a long, long way. But if you can fly into Bristol, it's a lot closer, but you need to hire a car. It's really, really important because the public transport isn't brilliant because it's very, very rural. Okay, the next place on my list is Devon, where I am from. And I know you think I am being biased, but I really do think that Devon is an incredible place. To be honest, it's very, very similar to Pembrokeshire because it's directly below Wales. So the north of Devon, the coastline is nearly identical. There are very, very big, long, sandy beaches which are incredible. In fact, I love Italy and I love the sea in Italy. But in my opinion, nothing beats a British beach. Let me know if you agree. Another great thing is the south coast of Devon, because the south coast of Devon is UNESCO World Heritage, and it runs from Devon into Dorset, which is the next county along. And it's called the Jurassic Coast. And it's called this because of all of the fossils that have been found from the Jurassic period. It really is beautiful to go and see. Also, Devon is rural. It's in the countryside. And it's a place where British tourists go on holiday. So, in my opinion, it's a must-see. Okay, for my third place, it's not a rural place. It's a city. It's in the southwest of England. We're working our way up Britain. It's in the southwest of England, and it's called Bath. And I'm sure you've heard of it because it's a very famous city. It's a Roman city. And again, it's UNESCO World Heritage for its Roman baths. So it's a really, really historic British city. And it's incredible. And I really think that as Italians, you would appreciate the history and the architecture that there is in this city. It's not too big either. It's easy to walk around on foot. You don't need to be using lots of public transport like London, for example. So it's a really nice place to go and stay, or even for a day visit. Go for one day to have a good look around the wonderful architecture, fantastic shops, and the beautiful river that runs through the city as well. In Bath, there is also one of the most famous streets in Britain called Royal Crescent. And it's a beautiful arch-shaped street with incredible townhouses which overlook the city. And it really is something special just to go and have a look and to photograph. It really, really is beautiful. So I definitely recommend you go there. Okay, now we're moving further north to the northeast of England, to a city called Newcastle. And in my opinion, this is one of the most vibrant cities in Britain at the moment. And it's been through a period of real change over the last 20 years. It's got beautiful old architecture, but it's also a great mix of modern, vibrant life. In fact, in Gateshead, which is a city next door to Newcastle, it's almost part of Newcastle now, there they have got an incredible modern art museum. So it's a great mix of the old and the modern. And also the nightlife is incredible. The bars and the pubs are fantastic, but there are also theatres, cinemas, so lots to do. It's also a great point to use to visit the north of England and also Scotland, because it's only about an hour and a half from Edinburgh. So in my opinion, if you're going to the north of England, Newcastle is definitely the place to be. Okay, the last place I would like to recommend is in Scotland, and it's the Highlands. So it's not one specific place, but with Scotland, it's difficult to choose one specific place because the whole country is amazing. It's incredible. And if you go into the Highlands and you find a small town to stay in, it really can be a great experience. Scottish people are friendly. They have a great history, fantastic culture, and it really is a great place to go. I went for the first time last year, and I cannot wait to go back and visit again. So there we are. Those are my 5 places to go in Britain, okay? Like I said, there are other places too, but I want you to tell me. Let me know in the comments. Where have you been? Where do you think is beautiful? Let me know and I will reply to all of your comments. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.